Okay, and we are recording. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome. It is June 10th, and I am Marisa Maggio-Harelson in Phoenix, Arizona. Nice to have you here tonight. And I've been trying to get trained for a little while with one of my friends who helps me with my social media on how to zoom into Facebook. And we did it, and then it's just a few things that I can't do while I'm getting ready to do a training on something that I work on every day, and that is just raising the vibration. So I am reading a book, and that's what I'm going to share with you tonight. I'm not going through all the announcements or everything like that. I'm just going to go into a little bit of a training. So I want to welcome you if you're brand new to Life Vantage. And if we do have any brand new people, put a thumbs up. And if you're not new and you've been on, thank you for staying with us and being a part of this amazing company. I see many of my team faces on here. Love you all. And I see many of you other Life Vantage cousins, and I love you too. So I am talking a little bit about raising the vibration and just really about how our thoughts become things. And you might have heard about the law of attraction and the secret and all of that. And and if you don't know about it, this is for me, it has helped me so much in growing myself, not just in Life Vantage,
Mom,
but
stop.
in life. I'm going to ask you to please mute, guys, because I can't keep doing this and focus. This is not, yeah, I'm going to mute all. Okay, thank you. Um, So I'm trying to stay focused with you and raise my vibration. And how do I do that?
So
Um,
I'm going to use my phone.
People are hopping on, and just make sure you're muted, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nice to have you on. Welcome. Okay, I'm going to try to stay focused with that. I should have somebody co-host so they can mute people that,
I'll do it if you want, honey.
yeah, I'm trying to figure that one out too right now. Hmm. Hold on. Participants, let me click on. No, where is it? Coast. Anyway, I'm just gonna, hopefully this will all work tonight. So here's a book that I would highly recommend. And if you've read this book, type in the chat that you've read it and you like it or you're currently reading it. Ask and it is given, learning to manifest your desires. This is Esther and Jerry Hicks. They're, you know, I wouldn't, thought leaders, he's passed, but she is still out there in the world helping people, elevating people to just know that you have everything in you that you want. It is there. It is given. And the universe is what the biggest line I would say, what I'd like to share is that the universe makes no distinction between the vibration, the energy, because we're all energy, and what you offer in response to what you're living, and the vibration that you offer into responding to what you're imagining. So there's no distinction. Like if you abundance is available to each and every one of us. And if we embody that feeling and know that and really like envision yourself stepping into that portal of what it means for you in your life, what your goals are, and just closing your eyes for a moment and just really start feeling that. And there are steps to get there, right? This isn't something that you just go, "Ooh, she's woo woo, and we can do this." This takes work on ourselves daily. It takes work by really tapping into who we are through prayer, meditation. Meditation is allowing yourself to just get still and breath work to just get still so that your energy is aligned with what it is that you really want. When we say, oh my gosh, I really want to be making $20,000 a month or $2,000 a month. And gosh, I am so short $2,000 a month. That would change everything in my life. Well, guess what? That's what you're bringing in. You're going to continue to bring in the fact that you are short $2,000 a month instead of feeling like I have 2,000 extra dollars a month. I have 20,000 extra dollars a month, whatever it is that you want. and what that looks like, and what is that allowing you to do. So we're going to play a game here. That's why I wanted everybody to have a little writing with them. So I just read something today, Laura. I love you. Yes, we can be unstoppable. I love this. And Laura just read something today that abundance is not something we create. It's already there. That's the point of what I'm trying to get across, is that abundance is already in with us. And so when you embody that and you believe that, source, the universe, God, all of it will come into your life because it's already there. No one's better than you. You already have it in you. And there are exercises you can do. So one of the things that just kind of elevates and will stretch your mind is something that I kind of freaked out with when I saw it, and is a prosperity game. And I've actually played this before. I actually played it in Utah a couple weeks ago, and with Jordan Adler, but he kept us like what would you do? I think it was for 12 months, $1,000 a month, up to 12,000. I can't even remember what it was, but it was about elevating what you will do with a certain amount of money and how will you spend it. So it's very powerful game, and it's just helping you improve your vibration around money and abundance, because abundance is a birthright and you have it. We all have that. Okay. So it's allowing you, what I'm trying to help you do tonight is to feel the emotions of abundance and prosperity, which then in turn aligns you with attracting more of this in your life. Does that make sense? So it's really by encouraging, feel the emotions of abundance, so that once you start feeling it, even if you don't quite have it, you start really embodying it and feeling it, source will open up to you. And you will be starting to achieve these things. Little micro differences, micro changes in your life will start happening. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to imagine we have large sums of money. So if you have a notebook, I want you to like a notebook or an old checkbook. You don't have to have your main book that you do this with done tonight or have tonight. You can create, maybe it's something on a computer, if you're more of the person that likes to put everything in numbers. And that's what I would recommend. Like if you have a journal, I'm a journal girl. I'm a paper girl, and I'm going to write a check. Remember checks, right? So you're going to write a check to yourself. You can do as many days as you want, but I'm going to stretch you to think about writing a check every day to yourself. $1,000 on day one, $2,000 on day two, all the way up. You could do it to 365 days. That's 365 days, you guys. And when you are writing this, so $1,000 day one is your starting point. This is your prosperity account, okay? And each day you're going to write, what am I spending that money on? So that $1,000, this is going to stretch you, but take some time. This could be a good journal exercise for you, and be grateful for what you're writing. So what you could write is that, say on day one, $1,000, you can break it up. It doesn't have to be 1,000 on just one thing. You could break that up. It could be on a new smartphone, which is now over $1,000. So, you might spend that up on a new smartphone, or a spa day, or a nice dinner with a friend. Day two, and in the memo, you write what it is that you're spending that money on. So each day you are stretching yourselves, you guys. And it's a stretch because in 1 year, you've written a check for, well, if you compound it, it's like $66 million. But I think if you $365,000. Day 50 is $50,000, right? Day 60 is $60,000. And so it's just you can play it for 2 weeks if you want. You can change the numbers if you want. But that's what they have in the prosperity game in this book. And I just think it's a beautiful way you keep a record daily of your expenditures in this book, okay? And describe in detail what you bought, how much it cost, and why you chose to spend the money that way. And I don't know, I'm pretty uncomfortable, but I'm also really excited because what's going to happen is you are expanding your vision. You're expanding what it is that you want in your life. And you're embodying that feeling. And then you can write in that journal, I'm so grateful that I have $1,000 today or $10,000 today to make a difference in the world and in with my family. You guys, the sky's the limit. And you can give this to charity, but not all of it. That's do a certain amount. If it's tithing, if it's whatever it is that you want to give to, just do a certain amount. Don't do all of the amount because that's just like easy peasy, right? We want to really stretch ourselves. And you know what? AI can be your greatest friend on this project. Don't make it hard, make it fun, right? Make it fun. And just spend a few minutes each day doing this. And teams can do this within each other. You could do it as a team leader with your team. And you guys, you could share it. You can share, this is what I've done. And tonight I'm going to let you have a few minutes to just write down. If you're not writing it down now, that's fine. But taking just a couple minutes and writing down, let's do 1 through, I don't know, 10 days. What would you spend that on? And let's get some ideas and sharing. And if you do this with your team, you're encouraging consistency and accountability, and you're having fun because we want to have fun. We want to make money. That's why we're doing this business. And we do want to make a difference. Those are simple little 3 mantras that Carrie Dickey has ingrained in my brain. So, ideas are upgrading a home, a shopping spree, changing, adding something to your backyard or front yard, or maybe helping your children in some way getting started in their life, or even a neighbor that you love that is maybe struggling, or meals for a family. Just think about things like that. Be creative, but dream big. And the more you start enjoying this, the emotions of abundance start expanding in your mind, and you will start shifting your mindset, and you will start attracting prosperity in your world. Still means you need to take action in your Life Vantage business, okay? This doesn't, that would be woo-woo. So, but we have to be clear, about our goals and our desires. So part of this exercise can be for you to maybe rework your goals and to write them down. To me, some of the best times in my Life Vantage business have been when I've really been accountable to myself and I've written down things and had them in front of me. And like I'm stepping into EC3, like I am walking it, I am feeling it, I am good at, that's my goal, is to achieve that goal. I have to have a goal and a vision. If yours is MC3 or EC3 or presidential, I'd love to be presidential. Right now I want to get to EC3 and then I'll see beyond. I am just thinking of presidential, and think of like Michelle and Sean and what they're doing in their life and how they're able to give back, what they're doing for their teams as well. And it's just really extraordinary. And, maybe it's taking your child to see someone that they've never seen before, whether it's entertainment or whether it's for health and wellness, right? Like think about the pillars of your life and who you are and how you can embellish on each one of those pillars. because you're worthy. You're worthy of living an extraordinary life, and so am I. And I just think that sounds like a lot of fun. Are you guys in agreement with that? Feral cats, homeless dreamers in college. Oh my gosh, I love that. The homeless dreamers in college, their friends. And think about college education and how expensive that is. Or think of someone that might want to go be a real estate agent or buy their first home and you can help. Or maybe you invest in a nonprofit, things, all these things to make a difference in the world. Now, in order to do this, you have to have the mindset shift. They talk about you want to have your emotion, it's emotional scale. And it's called an emotional guidance scale. And they tell you to review a certain chapter in the book to actually go back to that. Because a lot of people go, oh my gosh, I can't even think about this. Like, where are you? Well, this emotional guidance scale talks about you want to be in like the first six one, joy, acknowledgement, empowerment, freedom, love, and appreciation. You don't want to come from like way down and below in the emotional guidance scale is like discouragement, anger, revenge, hatred, rage, jealousy, insecurity, fear, grief, depression, right? That's not going to change. If we're focusing on those energies, then that's what we're going to keep attracting, right? But if we really embody that, I am a beautiful soul. I am confident. I am a magnet for magnificence. Like, start saying, what are your words? What are your values? And start sharing that about yourself and saying it out loud and writing things around your house about how amazing you are. And if you're in social media, post that. If you're doing, post who you are and why you're proud of yourself. It's taken us a long time to get where we are today. And it's really important that you keep embodying that. You know, I find that in network marketing is just a beautiful platform for personal growth and development, and you're aligned with beautiful people here that can help you. So maybe you do, in order to make this work, maybe you do some more goal settings for yourself, like redefine your goals, and have your team share those goals. Always giving gratitude before you get out of bed, taking some time in the morning to whatever it is, that nurturing time, grounding yourself, walking out in nature, breathing, getting the energy, the vibration into a place where you can soar, because everything, you are a magnet for magnificence, and you can live in joy, and we can live an abundant, free life. And I love, like, one of the things they talk about here is you are free, you're powerful, you're good, you're love, your value, you have purpose, all is well. So if anything, this book just has the most beautiful language in it that, I've been listening to it when I take my dogs for a walk. I've been reading it as well by my bed. And that's, I like to have the hard copy. I like to have the audio copy. And that way, when I can't sit down and read, and I'm up and about, I can be listening and filling my mind with things that allow me to feel really wonderful. Your natural desires cannot be held back. And that's what we're really trying to embody in us. And we have to have that energy in us and to be that attraction magnet, to bring in the abundance, to bring in all the things, and ask, and it is given. Like, it's already there. It's already there for you. It's there for each and every one of us. I think, we have life's challenges, of course. Grief is a real thing. I recently lost my brother, Mia, and I did. And, you can still, there's still beautiful things you can do and not stay down in that dark place, right? And those are the tools that we use daily. Those are the tools, the prayers, the meditations, the movement. You've got to move your body. Like, but the more you manifest and visualize and say it out there that you are EC2, you are EC1, What does that look like? What does that feel like? What is your day like when you wake up? Um, what does $50,000 a month mean for you? Wow. Like that might be really hard for people to think about. But where do you wake up? Do you have this peaceful home on the beach and you're feeling peace in your heart and you're feeling grounded and your children or your grandchildren are flourishing over you and your place and this playground. I mean, I'm just throwing things out there because it's not too hard to make it happen if we just allow it to happen. It is there. So I just love this, to allow yourself to imagine bigger. Okay. Allow this exercise to bring a little more clarity into your life. Be specific. I love that, if we need to be clear about what we want, because if we are vague desires bring vague results, right? So if we're just skating through life and we're just kind of flowing through life, we're going to stay that way. But if we move through and we push ourselves to feel that different vibrational energy, you will create that vibrational energy. We're all energy. And people join you when your vibration's high. Trust me, they do. They want to be around people that can lead them and guide them. And we need to get our emotional set points done, in check, okay? And that this can be for anything, and not just your LifeVantage business, right? This can be in everything that you do in your life, in everything that you do for your life, in your relationships, in your health. One of the things when I was walking, it was today, and I was listening to this. The thoughts we put in our head, even if it's low thoughts, I know they come back to us. I'm going to give you an example, and I hope I don't offend anybody. But let's say if someone gets a terminal illness, okay? And that's happened in my family recently. And they believed everything that the medical people said. And so you embody that energy, if that's what you're going to do. If the doctor tells you you've got 3 months to live, most people are going to go that way. But if we can change our vibration and nope, I am healthy, I am happy, even if you're challenged, don't give in to those things. Don't give in to them. And maybe it extends the life a little bit longer, right? Maybe because thoughts become things, you guys. And I can tell you, people I know, including my late father-in-law, was told he had 3 months to live after colon cancer treatment, and he died 3 months later. And to the day. And I just, this, when I was listening to this in the book, it was just, you know, if you embody that energy, and it's hard not to, right? It's a challenge not to. But if we embody that energy about what we are told, then yes, that's going to happen. Absolutely. But if we can biohack our vibration, if we're biohacking ourselves right now with LifeVantage products, we can biohack our thoughts, right? Does that make sense? So you can biohack your thoughts about limitations and being limited. And it just takes work. And it takes not just waking up and getting going again. It takes being intentional and consistent. So this is just an exercise. So if anyone has any questions, that would be great. And if not, can we take 3 minutes, just write down a few things that you would spend that money on. And if anyone wants to share, um, I love that, Karen Lolly. Um, and if anyone has something they want to share after you write it down, that would be great. Just do it. Just write down, you know, if I had $50,000, what you'd spend it on, or 1,000. But each day you could just do 1,000. You could do all the way up to, 30,000 if you wanted. Take a couple minutes. I'm only going to do a couple minutes. We have the ability to allow that true nature to pour through us, the true nature of our essence to pour through us. We have that ability. The name of the book is, and I'll type it in the chat, Ask and It Is Given. And it's Learning to Manifest Your Desires. It's a New York Times bestselling book by Esther and Jerry Hicks, and it's the teachings of Abraham. It is a fascinating book, you guys. Abraham is a non-physical entity. It's just helping you manifest your desires and allowing yourself to live a joyous and free life. We're free range humans, right? Oh, good, Laura. I'd love to know. And if this is something people want to get on board with and do for a year, I'm happy to do that. Could create a Telegram group or something, and put in one day, like once a week, a check-in, say I did it, and if you can share. We're put on this earth to feel good, right? We're put on this earth to love and to feel good. So you're deserving to feel good. Okay, does anybody want to share one or two things that we got like 2 minutes left? Ha ha ha. Love it.
Of course, I'll share for you.
Oh, thanks, Karen. I love you.
You can hear and feel if you just put your feet on the floor for 1 second. Just feel your feet, wiggle your toes, get out of your head, drop down a little, take a deep breath, and say, oh my God, the potential of being here right now with all these people who want to love and share. And Marisa's holding the torch for everyone to feel, here I am. Let's pass it on. Let's on the positivity, the potential, the hope, and the dream. The dream has to be solid in words, deed, thought, or something, some inkling to bring it down to make it manifest. That's my comment.
Beautiful. What would you spend $1,000 on? I love that. Thanks, Karen.
Probably dog and cat food right now.
Oh, awesome. Who else? Danny, yay. Love you. Thank you.
So this is so great because on our Canadian call right before this, Jolene took us through the 9 questions that were on this call last week. And so it leads perfectly into this. And I wrote down, what would I do with $50,000? Because you said 50,000 first, right? And I'm just assuming this is like, here's $50,000, go. So I'm in the process of packing and I'll be moving. So of course I'm going to need a trip. Possibly
Just got back from an African horse safari.
I want to go riding around the world somewhere else again. I want to keep that up. But no, things for my house, like some living room furniture, an outdoor patio, fire table, and some things, and to be able to throw a party for my friends. You know, have it catered and just, you know, share the love, get some nice clothes, and yeah, that'd be awesome. No stress, just fun.
That's awesome. I love that.
And you
Isa.
can come to my party. Everybody can come.
Oh, I love it. I'm going to be out there at the end of July.
Excellent.
Hi, Marisa. Hi, everybody. I've done this exercise, you know, with you and I have been chatting about it, Marisa. And I know that when I first did it, everything was about giving to others and giving to my family, giving to my daughter. And I invite you, my list has changed. So I invite you to do this again, everybody. Do it again. And if the first thing that comes to your mind is like hiring someone to come into your home and juice for you 5 days a week, or to clean,
Woo!
hey, do it. I mean, that's why we're doing what we're doing, is for joy. And Marisa, I love that you said we're meant to be joyful and abundant. And so I just want to say that for me, my answers completely changed as it shifted. And of course, I still want to do for my family, but we have to pour into ourselves as well.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's great. I'm looking forward to working with my team on this for those that want to do that. I think this will be really good. You are a perfect yet expanding being in a perfect yet expanding world, in a perfect yet expanding universe. So it's important that you know this. I'm going to end with this. You are a physical extension of source energy, and that's God, that's everything, right? It's here. We are source energy. We are the difference makers. The physical world you live in provides a perfect environment in which to create. The variety that exists helps you focus your own personal desires or preferences. When a desire is focused within you, now think about this. I'm not just reading this. I'm like feeling this, right? When a desire is focused within you, the summoning of creative life force immediately begins to flow toward your desire, and the universe expands. And that is good. The universe hears us. Your conscious realization of this creative process is not necessary in order for it to continue. It just happens. So when you do this, new desires start coming about, and you start creating new things. And I could just go on and on. But as the universe expands, the variety expands, as you expand, other things, there's no cap. We are infinite potential beings. So it's time for us to tap into our infinite potentiality. And it's not, you have to have tools to do that. So you have to get coaching. You have to be with like-minded people. I'm a firm believer in meditation. Sorry, but it's been life-changing for me. And it resets the energy. And that's what we have to do. So I love you guys very much. Thank you so much for letting me be on. I was hoping I could feed this into the team page, but I'm not there yet. So love you, love you. Have a beautiful rest of your night, and do this. Get the book. Do it. I didn't type it in the chat, but I can do that if you want it. But it's easy. Ask and it is given. One more time. Okay. Esther and Jerry Hicks.
Marisa, I was on Audible and there were a couple of different versions. What version? Like,
Oh,
I don't-
I have Learning to Manifest Your Desires. I do have it on Audible, so let me share with you what I have. It's this, it looks like the book. Hold on. Oh, library, where it
so
is.
that's because it looks like there's a few books under that name.
No, it's Ask and It Is Given by Esther Jerry Hicks, and it looks like,
Oh, it's got the dove on it, right?
yeah, it's got the dove on it. That's the one.
How long is it? 8 hours or?
It's something like that. I have like, it's 6 hours and 48 minutes. I think I have an hour and 7 minutes left.
Yeah, because there was a 3-hour version. I'm looking at it right now, literally on my screen. Oh, wait, where'd it go? And yeah, there were a few. So thank you.
Yeah. It's really good stuff, you guys. I was listening. There's things about dreams and what dreams mean to you and how you can manifest things when you dream and when you wake up, and giving gratitude. That's another thing. I mean, I could just keep going, but I don't want to. It's 6:05. But you know, like really giving gratitude before you get out of that bed. Breathing in the gratitude, taking some time to journal, and journal what you would do with $1,000 today, $2,000 tomorrow. Just do it, play, have fun. Okay?
Is it learning to manifest your desires? That's the one, right?
Yes, ask and it is given, learning to manifest your desires.
Okay. The law of
Esther Terry
attraction.
Hicks, The
Okay.
Teachings of Abraham. Yep.
Thank you. Sorry, but there were a few options. Had to get the right one.
I've
Just bought
followed,
it.
I've followed them for years. So, okay. Bye. Love you all.
Thanks.